Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host Joe Mar,
I rush.
and this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting, and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the whole internet.
Yes, people. So today we're going to be having a discussion. As you guys see, it's our usual, Sunday night live, our style, this or that sports TV. We're going to be talking about the upcoming Nations League, and just have a general discussion about the Reggae Boys team, the team that we want to see going into the competition. Can we win the competition? Yeah, let's get into it. We got a reason tonight, people. We're not present
Mhm.
the news, we're not break the news, we just have a reason. I
Just
want
a
to
done
participate.
reason.
Yeah, we want to participate with us. So make sure you're active in the live chat, and for the people watching back on the replay, comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and yeah, enjoy the conversation. Yeah, bro. So the upcoming Nations League in our group. Tell us about the group first and foremost.
All right. Well. First and foremost, our group, Mexico and Suriname, the two teams that we did not want to get in our group. But being that we are Jamaicans, and being that God always gives His best soldiers the hardest fight, naturally, that's the group that we'll be placed in. It's something that is a theme in my life per se. You want an easy road, and you just never get it.
It's just
So
not come.
so we've come to expect the hard road, and that's exactly what we are faced with. Suriname is an up and coming CONCACAF team. I'm not even going to say Caribbean region team, because I think they truly do deserve to be dubbed as a CONCACAF team, because that's exactly the steps that they're making. They've embraced their dual national culture. As you know, Suriname is a former Dutch colony or a current Dutch colony. I'm not sure. I don't do geography anymore, people. But I know that they're associated with the Dutch in some facet or form, right? And they're embracing their dual national culture, and they're building a strong team. And you saw them make strides in the Gold Cup, being formidable. And step by step, I think they're going to be better. And of course, a CONCACAF powerhouse, Mexico. And then we fill out the zone. The format. You can go through the format with them.
Bro, we could have do that break, on the group same way. To be totally honest, Jamaica could have do that break still. We could have cut where a break from. Like, we could have get one of the easier team them from and try and make it out the group and go on to win the competition. But man. This is you said this is a group of it, right?
For sure. For
All
sure.
right. So the teams in our group, you think you can be what are the results that you're expecting?
All right. Expectations. All right. Expectations is a strange word. Expectations. Like in a science, you have different things where come together to make one thing. Or in a math, you
Yeah.
have various formulas to get a result, and there are a lot of things that goes into expectations. And one is beliefs, hopes, so on and so forth. And because I am who I am, a patriot, a Jamaican, I sometimes tend to mix expectations with aspirations, right? Or expectations with desires.
Yeah.
And that might be what I'm doing right now, but I do expect us to put up a formidable fight against Mexico. And
Mhm.
I expect us to defeat Suriname twice. No, coming out of this zone is not a given because, as I previously mentioned, Mexico is a CONCACAF powerhouse, and that goes without saying. Everybody knows that Mexico is one of, if not the top dog in the region.
Yeah.
However, we were this close to getting a draw with Mexico in the Azteca, fielding a BRC team, right? And even in the national stadium, even though we did not play any good football, we were 10 minutes away from getting 3 points.
Yeah.
So with prior recent evidence, I do believe that we can, in March of 2023, travel to the Azteca and get a point. And at the National Stadium, where two Alva spoil mistakes away from getting 3 points a couple of months ago. So I don't see why with a better performance we can't manage to put together a good result and
Yeah,
worth beating them, advancing to the next round.
yeah, and we know Mexico have the quality. Mexico definitely have the name, right? But a lot of people would not realize that Mexico World Cup qualifying campaign was kind of underwhelming for the most part. And then in the final, at the final two, them just take it up a notch and secure them qualification. So I feel
Alpha
like,
will give them some help.
yeah. So I personally feel like we can. I don't want to say we're closer to Mexico than most people think, but we definitely can put up a challenge, especially with some better coaching, with a camp, with the team, going in the second. Come on, see the team come over, like the World Cup qualifying team. I want to see the core that come over to this competition.
Yeah.
So it's the second tournament that we'll be challenging, and hopefully, as I said, if we can get a 1-0 at the national stadium and got a sticker draw with them, I feel like that's well within Jamaica's reach. Now for the group, bro, only the winner exit the group, right?
Yeah.
So that's the hard part now. You feel like you want to count. You feel like you want to count Suriname 6 points.
I think we should. Like I don't see what possible reason we have to lose a game to Suriname or even draw a game with Suriname.
So say we have Suriname, the two Suriname fixtures first, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
The fourth and the seventh.
right. So Paul will enter this competition and all drop points against Suriname in a budget. I'm pretty sure the fans will be calling for his neck,
No bueno.
Because we know what that big deal then. We know that
Yeah.
Suriname is a good team
Yeah.
and Joe
Yeah.
Morrison.
If you guys are here at the very beginning, you'd have heard me introduce Suriname as an up and coming, not just CFU team, but a CONCACAF team. Like I did say that, right? So I'm not saying Suriname is a walkover. Suriname are making strides to become formidable within the region. However, at this point, they're still not comparable to us in talent, and there's still no excuse to be beaten by Suriname.
Yeah, personally, and this is the thing now when you're talking about your team and you kind of said it in the introduction, you kind of wonder if your prediction bias. And that's why a lot of times I try to figure a head prediction and I try to figure a heart prediction. Because my heart is saying that we will backside Suriname. That's what my heart is saying.
No, my heart is not saying that. I'm not saying we're going to backside Suriname. No way, Jose. It's not going to be 4 or 5 nil. That's not the Suriname team that we're going to play. But I
No, but
don't see
what is a Jamaican team that is going to play Suriname?
no, regardless. As I said, bro. Like, for example, when you're in that range, say a top 8 team in CONCACAF, which I think in terms of talent and quality, Suriname can make a fight to be. There's no destroying a team. Like in the final round, there's nobody that should be getting 6s and 5s. You get what I say? So I think we can comfortably beat Suriname. However, I don't think it's going to be an annihilation. And I think Suriname will be able to play football with us. But our quality should prevail. So I'm not saying 4s and 5s, but definitely 2s. You get me? I say definitely 2s and 3s. I think we should be able to comfortably beat them, but not annihilate.
We might need to annihilate them if you think about it, because if we definitely won't annihilate Mexico. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're not the favorite in any of those fixtures against Mexico. So if we are to challenge, it just might come down to goal difference, bro.
2 draws. Draw with Mexico twice.
No, I feel like if we draw with Mexico twice, those are very, very good results.
Yeah, but if we draw with Mexico twice, that puts us that obviously puts us in the driving seat, because as I said, Suriname will provide a fair challenge for both us and Mexico. So as you said, it just might come down to who plays against Suriname the best.
Yeah. So I feel like, bro, those first 2 games against Suriname, we feel like Jamaica have to try to score as much goal as possible. I don't feel like we should go into those games and look for a 1-0. I feel like if we can 2 or 3 them, but I really love that, because I really, really do think this just might come down to goal difference, honestly. So we have a question from King Burke. Which player? Here we go. So, which players do you guys want to see in the Nations League? We're going to talk about players. We're going to talk about players. But I must say, one player I want to see, I'm not even sure if it will happen, but I definitely want to see them migrate. And it's not even a Nations League thing, it's a Jamaica thing. I want to see them migrate for Jamaica.
Yeah.
You see me? Give him one real quick. We want to see.
Mikel Antonio. Like, most Shamar Nichols.
Shamar Nichols. I miss
Yeah.
Shamar Nichols. I really want to see
So-
Shamar Nichols of Jamaica right now.
Those are the two people that I really want to see, because as I said, I'm not one to question the commitment of our players. However, we've seen Mikel Antonio play for us intermittently. So we've seen him come one window, then don't come the other window, then come the other window, then and so on and off. I want Mikel Antonio to be here throughout the Nations League and continue showing his class. I think with his help, we'll be really, really good against the Mexican team.
True. So Dr. Joyful, if Jamaica can't qualify for World Cup, a Nations League, Jamaica going to win. all right. No, so Damien Lowe said, right? If you watch our previous
Stop. Is Italy going to play in the World Cup?
Not at all.
Who won the Euros?
Valid point.
I don't get the logic of that question in particular. Like, not because somebody underperformed in one competition automatically means that they will underperform in another competition. So the base premise of that flaw is
may I try to find the basis of it. Probably I say the quality of Jamaica, but I don't think the reason why we flunked out a World Cup qualifying is a matter of quality. I think that's just a matter of maybe coaching and
I think quality definitely has to do with it.
We underperform, bro.
Yeah, as we've come to realize that you probably think that players are better than other players. We probably think that players are better than they actually are. However, at the very core of it, tournament play is tournament play. Mm-hmm. You can get an ugly 1-0 win at the stadium, draw with Mexico after conceding to them 35 shots or 0 shots and conceding 93% and managing to get a point, beating Suriname twice and advancing to the second round and then winning the remaining fixtures on penalty shootout. That's still winning the tournament, right? Obviously that might not happen, but that's how tournament play is.
No, and even so, bro, we see Jamaica, one quick point, we see Jamaica flunk out a World Cup qualifying and then go Gold Cup final.
Exactly.
So Gold Cup semi-final.
So when one would say if Jamaica can't qualify for the World Cup in a league format, what's to say they're going to win the Nations League? I mean, as I said, bro, Italy just won the Euros and immediately after failed to qualify for the World Cup. So Dr. Joyful, very logically, your statement is very flawed. You have to go come again with something.
Yeah, I can't put him next comment on the screen, but
no, which is why I'm a double down. Yeah, I'm somebody I let him down easy, but then he said that to me, I have to make him understand. So I really madness in there attack. You get me, I say, bro?
Yeah, Dr. Jack, I can't go there with that one demic. As I say, initially I thought he was saying that Jamaica is not good, like on a quality basis, but and you say a thing, bro. You say we think the players are better than they actually are. I don't think so, brother. We watch the players, we know how good they are. We know how good these players are, especially in comparison to the players in CONCACAF. We know how good they are.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just a matter of other things, just coaching and, bad decisions all around from top to bottom. That's just where I feel like the World Cup qualifying campaign go around. But no, in the midst of the campaign, we're there and we said, the money, you feel like the money better than the Panama one.
It was the Panama game. It was that Panama game in Panama City where I was like
you show them at England.
Yeah, like I was like, these guys just aren't of the quality that we originally assumed. But as you said, give the coach some time, give the players some more time to gel, and maybe then we'll see the quality in these players.
Mm-hmm. So let's run through some comments real quick. Kingberg, any news? Pangrado, any updates? Last we heard nothing official, but just from the community, the YouTube community here, we heard that Demar Gray has gone cold. There's a standstill in those talks to play for Jamaica. I hope that's not true. Nothing official has been released. That's just speculation at this point, but that's what we heard. Eco Reeks, that is. Big Bowser. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been a minute since we see Shaman Nichols play for Jamaica, bro. And he's in red hat form. So I can imagine, a Shaman Nichols taking over. I can't imagine a Shaman Nichols taking over the Nations League.
All right, so say Karumi. Jamaica will win the Nations League. Wishful, wishful thinking. A lot of things have to change for this to happen. Rightfully so. Like many things have to change. However, Jamaica is a team filled with quality, individual quality. And if we put a good stretch of football together, as I said, bro, what was it? 1 minute away from getting a point in their sticker,
Yeah.
and 15 minutes and two mad mistakes away from getting 3 points at National Stadium. Even though in both games we were outperformed severely, especially in the game at the National Stadium, bro. We like Mexico did really could have done anything they want to, barring a one Daniel Johnson goal.
Yeah.
Mexico really could have done anything they wanted to do. However, we're still this close to securing 3 points. You get
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say? That's
Yeah.
football for you. And then after the first round, so if we can manage to get 3 points, if we can put a better performance together than what we managed to put together against Mexico in the World Cup qualifying, and managed to get 2 points or 4 points from Mexico, which I think is more than doable.
Yeah.
Then who knows what might happen in the next round? With Nick USA, one love, you win, beat Canada in the finals in the penalty shootout, and Jamaica are nation league winners. So it's
To be totally honest, I'm not going to disagree with Karumi, Hugh, on a great scale, but I do kind of feel like it's wishful thinking. Like I want to, if I'm gonna be totally objective, if I wasn't Jamaican and I'm looking, if I wasn't Jamaican, I didn't support the Jamaican national team, and I was looking at this Nations League competition, I wouldn't be predicting no Jamaica in no semi-final, no, but even come out of this group, much less to win the competition. So with
yeah,
a clear head, you might be right, Karumi. It just might be wishful thinking,
yeah.
but
It wouldn't be the gambler's choice to pick Jamaica coming out of this zone. Yeah, better odds are really low.
yeah,
And then him said Jamaica filled with quality. USA, Mexico, and Canada team or what?
yeah.
Or what? Sorry, I can't read people. Jamaica filled with quality. USA, Canada, Mexico, what
What
them have?
them have?
Also
Quality,
quality.
quality, quality,
So
but
that's the thing. I don't know why. This is the thing, Rush. When I guess it's a Jamaican thing. I guess it's inculcated in our culture. When we give a compliment, it automatically means that we're subtracting from another. So not because we're saying Jamaica is filled with quality means that every other team in CONCACAF is not filled with quality. You get me? I try to say, bro. We need to come.
to relate, we're just not good enough to compete with the best of the best. Right now, as a team, we are not good enough. What we are saying is that we have the players available to make us better. We're not even saying we should be number one, two, our
Yeah,
team, CONCACAF, our foot. Like we didn't even say that. We're just saying that we should be better than we are. That's all.
quality wise, we have the individual quality to match up.
Me see a comment,
Um,
bro. We'll take the discussion this real quick, and then we can circle back. Read this comment from me real quick. Ricardo Robinson. So we won't win until we fix the holes in the team. What are the holes in the team? Okay, I'm the discussion there real quick. What are some of the holes in the team? Some people might say the left back, some people might say the right back. You see,
Goalkeeper.
goalkeeper, CDM. Like, talk to those people. What are some of the holes in this Jamaica team? What you think, bro? You know the first name, yeah,
CDM.
see
The,
that? You know the first one,
the,
yeah, go for it.
the 6/8
Yeah.
headache.
What's our best option right there right now, bro?
I didn't see much of Kevin Stewart, but I do think that if given a chance based on the little that I did see from him, I think that he is our best option in that role right now. But of course, the sample size is very small, seeing that I didn't get the chance to see as much of him as I'd like to see. And I'm not going to put my hands up and say, "Oh, may I watch Blackpool every single weekend," right? Because that would be a big lie. So I haven't seen that much of him, but based on the little that I did see of him, barring that one mad penalty that he gave away,
Yeah.
besides that, he looks like he's the person for the spot.
Yeah. One hole I think we need to, I don't want to fix, I don't want to replace, but let's say refurbish. Is that goalkeeper spot. Andre Blake is our best goalkeeper. I'm gonna put on my hands. We know that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way Pollard wants to play, Andre Blake need to do a massive
overall.
A massive improvement in a.
And we see it, bro. Look at Thibaut Courtois. Like it is possible to get better with work.
So
It
no
is possible
replacement.
to get better.
Cause we
Huh?
know I'm saying no replacement. People don't get it wrong. No replacement. We know who the best Jamaican goalkeeper is. It is
Mm-hmm.
Andre Blake. And Andre
Yeah,
Blake is
yeah,
our keeper. Andre Blake is the best goalkeeper for
yeah.
Jamaica. But we know who want to play the ball up on the ground. We know who want to hit teams fast. Andre Blake needs to be able to hit that pass, that Edison, that Allison,
To
that
the six.
diagonal on the ground straight to a Kevin Stewart or straight to a Speedy Williams. You know, not only to Damian Lowe and Ethan Pinnock. So I feel like we need a upgrade. I don't want to say upgrade. I don't want to sound harsh, but I feel like Damian Lowe needs to improve. You know, for
Andre
us.
Blake.
Andre
Andre,
Blake, sorry.
yeah,
Andre Blake
he
needs to
definitely needs to improve. And as I said, it's not impossible because Thibaut Courtois was a klutz on his foot, and we see him a couple of years later. And I'm not saying he's Allison or Edison or anybody like that, but Courtois is more than competent at feet now. You get me, I say, bro? From watching him recently, like you can see that he's like, yo, the game has changed. So I am either going to improve or I'm going to be dinosaured. And we see Courtois get with the time. You know, so I think with hard work, it can pay off.
Mr. Karimi, you are challenging real quick. You must say, who are those players that we talk about the quality? Let's talk about some of them. Is Andre Blake not one of the best goalkeepers in the MLS? Is Ethan Pinnock not a very, very solid defender in the Premier League and is a Premier League defender?
Yeah.
Is he not? Is Damian Lowe not one of the best CONCACAF defenders? And that's not opinion. That's just the awards. He was nominated. You know,
and he made the Gold Cup team of the season.
Right, there we go. Is Kevin Stewart not a championship player?
Mm-hmm.
You know, is
Bobby Martin. If you think Ravel Martin is going to play League One, you make a sad mistake.
Here we go.
Ravel Martin was one of Wayne Rooney's most outstanding players this season. Right. Same thing with Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid is going to be a part of that Fulham team. You know,
Bobby Reid is a Premier League player.
Same thing with Leon Bailey is a $30 million footballer. Mm-hmm. Right? So that is the type of quality, the quality that Jamaica boasts, which is why I say quality-wise, I'm not saying we are of the ilk of the top three teams. However, quality-wise, like, let's say Leon Bailey and Michael Antonio and Ravel Morris, so on and so forth. Those guys could get spots in these top teams. Right. In the Canada's, USA, and Mexico's. And I think very easily as well. So
for sure, bro. So those are some of the players now. You know, a lot of people will say an opinion, they will say Andre Blake not good, Damian Lowe not good. Bro, we're just quoting facts.
Who said Ethan Pinnock?
I'm just saying that's
no. Somebody said this. You people say Ethan Pinnock never good.
That is
who said that? Not this or that Sports TV.
Not at all.
I remember the first game watching Ethan Pinnock against Arsenal, my beloved Arsenal. That was Ethan Pinnock's first game in the Premier League. And I was like, whoa, this brother play for Jamaica, man. You get me, I say? So this or that Sports TV never say Ethan Pinnock not good. We never say that.
And we would never say that. And one of the things we always say, bro, is because the thing is, a lot of the supporters are quick to jump on the players' box. One thing this or that Sports TV always do is say that we know how good these players are. Like, we watch them. These are players that we know. This is not people where team games don't get televised. Like, we can watch them and we know how good they are. So we never come and say Ethan Pinnock is not good, bro. Ethan Pinnock is a solid defender.
Solid Premier League defender.
Here we go. Before we run through some more, let's go with C. McLean. Stewart looked flaky, slight to me. But such was my first impression of Pinnock.
And as I said, because Pinnock in that first game against Panama wasn't good. But as I said, Kevin Stewart, bro, the touches, like, especially in the Panama game when he came on, he had very good touches and his turns are very good and he's a really good passer. Like, I saw that in the small sample size that we got to see of him. So it's just his raw technical ability that was on display, not necessarily his overall bossing a game from the midfield. Like, we never get to see that. You get me, I say?
Yeah. And that will come.
I do think his quality is better than what we have. Like, I do think his touches and his passing is better than what we have.
Mm-hmm. And we are light in the midfield. We are very light in that defensive midfield spot, to the point where we had to go for our 37-year-old
Anthony Grant.
Right, and another high 30s player without a club. Like, we are very light in the central defensive midfield here. So I feel like Kevin Stewart, and even so, I see Kevin Stewart more as a ball playing central midfielder than a hard tackling, crunching defensive midfielder. But bro, we're light in the area. And if Speedy can do a job, I feel like Kevin Stewart can do a job. Let's run through some more. Boza is quality for sure.
Straight quality, pure quality.
Tyrese Beckford, I understand what you say about Andre Blake needing to improve his ball playing skills. But when I am watching Jamaica, the outfield players, they seem scared to take the ball, hence the big kick out.
You
No,
think so?
I feel like that's how they're told to play.
I don't think so. I think players show for the ball, but Andre Blake is not confident enough to make the pass. From my observation, that's what I see.
From the
So
side.
I always see players that show. You get me, I say, bro? And even in the games that he decided to make that pass, where I say, yo, that pass has been available. You know, when we start seeing more frequently, when Ravel started to drop off and play deeper, like we see, like that pass is available, so make the pass. But I think it's Andre Blake's lack of confidence that is the issue.
Yeah, that's true. And also, even if you're supposed to go to earlier in the campaign, that's not how Jamaica was encouraged to play. We're not trying to play balls from our goalkeepers to our central midfielders. We're just not trying to do it under the previous head coach. You know, under Paula, I see where there's a conservative effort. And people might not know. Remember, guys, we're inside of the stadium. We see these players warm up. Andre Blake doesn't warm up with the other goalkeepers. While and not even warm up with them because he wouldn't under normal circumstances anyway.
Yeah.
But while they are doing, goalkeeping drills, Andre Blake for 15, 20 minutes is doing passing drills. I will see it, bro, from 20 yards away. Like we see it. Andre Blake is working on his feet. So if they are saying that he needs to work on it, I don't see why we can't say Andre Blake needs to work on it. Because evidently,
When I see who can tell me, say me can't say nothing.
straight facts. All right, carry me you again. I like the interaction and people keep it up. We really want to have a discussion tonight. Carry you, Pinnock is playing regularly, but Kevin Stewart needs to work. Injury situations, we can't rely on him, and that might be true.
Yeah, and it's not. Well, it is something you can work on, but then again, it isn't at the same time. You know, a man get,
bro.
Yeah, sometimes people's muscles are thin, and people's ligaments aren't as durable, and people's bones are just soft. You know, that's just how it is sometimes. And Kevin Stewart, unfortunately, is afflicted with those problems. He just can't stay fit, and what you can do about it. You hear me, sir?
But if he's fit right now, I feel like we can chat with him. Let's give him a tournament. Let's give him a camp with the team. Because Kevin Stewart was not a part of this team, bro. Even in this World Cup qualifying campaign, the man come in, never train with the team, play one game, missing, play another game, never start, come out. Like, even when we were calling, remember when we were saying, yo, we need to put our best team now.
Yeah.
And Kevin Stewart was here and he didn't start.
Yeah, and as I said, he was recently coming back from an injury. And yo, Maji, no, the show not done. You just start. We just get kicked off. You get me, I say? But yeah, even when he made his debut for Jamaica, he had just come off an injury, bro.
Yeah.
So that's his biggest problem. And I think if him get over that, I think he's our best option at this point. That's all I can say.
Currently, you say Anthony Grant more fits the bill. No, it's hard. It's very hard to say that. I know that we're light in the midfield now. Anthony Grant for the next tournament might have a lot to give. I might have something to give for the Nations League, but I can't see more past that. What's your opinion on that one, bro? Anthony Grant should see him.
I think before Anthony Grant, I'd much prefer Michael Hector than that, bro.
I agree.
So instead of Anthony Grant, I think Michael Hector would do a better job in that role.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And also, if Paul Hall wants to play a back three, I will see that is what Paul Hall wants to do. I feel like we can get away with playing two central midfielders and not having, say, a defensive midfielder in there. If we want to do three at the back or five at the back, where one steps up into the midfield. Because we see where King would oftentimes, and even Damien Lowe said it in our interview, that it was deliberate from the coach. Richard King stepped up to the midfield whenever we had the ball. So, even so, Michael Hector would have done brilliant in that back three, stepping up into the midfield and dropping off whenever we have the ball.
No, Dr. Joyful, I haven't heard about that. Shamanica's Liverpool. I haven't heard about that one. But yeah, so as I said, bro, so it's I think it depends because the three at the back, you think Ravel playing deep is the way to go. A lot of people don't like it, but
Bro, I feel like
I don't really mind Ravel coming off and controlling the game.
I agree. And a little bit, you have to think about it, bro. You have to think about the tactics of the game. What are we trying to do? So yeah, we have three at the back turn into a five whenever we defend and we have two in the midfield. Now, what is the role of those two midfielders? Is it to transition the game? Is it when we're playing Mexico or Canada or America and they're to provide a shield for the back three or whatever? No, I feel like most of the times it's to transition the game. Rafael Morrison is the best ball player in our team. And if we want somebody to transition the ball from back to front or to get up to the midfield, I feel like Rafael Morrison does an excellent job in there. I
I
really like
think
what I saw.
I think I think the issue people have with Ravel at the six is that we lose his creativity in an advanced role. That's the issue that people have with him playing there, which is why I would love to see Kevin Stewart in that role, so that Ravel Morrison can push high up the field. You get what I said, bro?
Like with both of them as the two.
No, as in we use Kevin deeper and Ravel higher,
Yeah.
and Kevin play as the pivot, and then Ravel Morrison play right behind the forwards or whatever. You get me? I say.
That's not a bad shot. But personally, bro, I don't have a problem with it. And as I say, playing five at the back, I feel like we can get away with something like that. Not having an enforcer in the center of the park. I feel like we can get away with it. Now, if we were playing a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1, bro, you need a defensive midfielder. But we're not. So I think that's something that we can get away with. Here's King Burke's shout. Loaded.
And to be honest, in the last couple of games, we've been seeing Ravel and Speedy. So
Right?
he seems to have gone away from the destroyer type player. He seems to have gone away from it. So I don't see, with the way how Paul Hall has been putting his team out, I don't see an Anthony Grant spot in the team anymore,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
It's hard to say that. King Burke real quick. Loaded look good at CDM for real in that one game. So that one, yeah, that one game. But I don't think that's Damian Lowe's role in this team right now. I feel like Damian Lowe is one of the best Jamaican defenders. And we need him in that back line. Now, as me and Joe Mar say, right now, I can put my hand up and say, oh, a year or so ago, I was not shouting for no Michael Hector. In fact, I wanted to see something else other than Michael Hector. But right now, seeing that, I can tell you that Michael Hector would do well in this squad right now. And I feel like we should give Michael Hector a call.
I was always of the notion that there weren't 20 players better than Michael Hector in the team.
Yeah.
So I was never of that particular notion. Michael Hector has always been good enough to play for the Jamaican team. So I think people were giving him a hard time. Yeah, he made some silly mistakes, but I always believe that there's a spot. If there's a spot in the team for Javon East, there's a spot in the team for Michael Hector.
For
Hands
sure.
down.
For sure. Here's a good comment. Hector is a decent CDM, but I think certain opponents him to play centre back. Yeah, and I feel like if we're up in a back three, I don't think Michael Hector would get a central midfielder spot. I think he would be a part of that three stepping up into the midfield.
Yo, imagine a back three with Ethan Pinnock, Michael Hector, and Damian Lowe.
That's what I say. It would be an upgrade at Richard King.
You would make Damian Lowe sweep that team. Damian Lowe sweep that team, and Hector and Ethan Pinnock stop.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at it.
That's a tall back three, bro. That's a tall and powerful back three. Pretty agile too, because the three men can move for them size. You get me? I say that would.
Because right now we have a big back line right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Richard King is up there. So I feel like Michael Hector would be an upgrade.
Richard King, for sure.
Hold on. Well, Brooke say, right now, to almost see it, make Granty mentor Hector as a CDM. I don't think there's no mentor in no Hector right now.
Michael Hector, but wait there, you think Anthony Grant can walk in a Michael Hector shoes? What a piece of out of order. Michael Hector, big ball of Anthony Grant. Anthony Grant playing in the English 4th division, bro. Michael Hector is a championship player.
He's a Premier League player next year, bro. What are you talking about?
Show you, Virgin. You can't this, what? Virgil van Heck? Yeah. You can't this the man, so.
No, man. There's no mentor in there of no Michael Hector. Michael Hector is a full-blown professional centre back. All right.
Somebody actually asked what we think about this Latte Bodier guy. You know, I don't know much about him, but
Yeah.
I know about him in a football manager. I'm play football manager. I see this youth. I'm convinced him to come play for Jamaica. So, like,
Man, I work, legend.
yeah, man, football manager things that come to pass. You get me a second. This is somebody where you have to approach in the FM and give him the talk and see if he would have come play for Jamaica. I know who else me recently convinced from a football manager to bro. Them
Who
are
that?
great.
I
Yeah, yeah,
lie.
yeah, yeah. So work for Max errands, We're
Yeah.
working on errands.
All
But
right.
yeah.
All right. So carry me you again. In any team, you must develop a short-term and long-term plan. If you can't find what you're looking for presently, you have to use what you have until you find a better option. Anthony Grant.
No, I agree with his sentiment. I
Mm-hmm.
disagree with the Anthony Grant situation, right? Based on, as I said, 100% agree with his sentiment for sure. For example, to our point with Andre Blake, Sanchez, the Brighton keeper of Jamaican heritage.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know.
imagine if that was our goalkeeper.
Crazy.
Gee, yeah, what I'm saying. Yeah, we're looking for a long term. You have to work with what you have right now, but I do believe that we have better than Anthony Grant right now. That's simply what I'm saying. Especially in the role that Paul Hall wants his sixes and his eights to play. I think Anthony Grant is not necessarily suited to play that particular role. I think
Yeah.
that role is more suited for a Kevin Stewart as you alluded to.
Yeah.
But boy, um, I don't know.
No,
But
this is a thought. This is a thought that I had while we were talking about the Hector Low and Pinnock here. And even the King. Kerem, you were saying that's a slow backline at King. And yeah, but when you have a sweeper, you can make up for some speed. You get me? I say we not.
exactly. When you're playing with a back five, when you play
Yeah,
with a back three, like if you look at Christensen, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva,
it's not a
like
fast backline.
exactly. But that's why you use a back three with a sweeper for coverage. That's the exact reason for a back three, because we talk about um people like Ian Goodison and Clyde Davis, so on and so forth. They were not fast centre backs, which is why Jamaica deployed a back three. You get me? I say as a means of coverage. So when you use a back three, we're not heavily reliant on immense pace.
Yeah. All
Somebody
right.
said, imagine
Which
a
one?
back three of Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Ethan Pinnock, Mason Holgate, and James Justin.
Mm.
I was gonna say if them get them passport, bro. You get me? I
What?
said if them get
Forward.
if Holgate gets his passport, like who in the team are compete against Holgate for him spot? Be real. Not a big fan of Mason Holgate, but you
Bro,
get me?
if you're better than what we have, you're not to be the best in the world.
A
You
pretty
get
good
me?
defender. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So see McLean, love you guys, but no, Hector, very bad recovery. And another low in this position. Going to get himself sent off. First of all, love for the love, bro. Respect. Big support of the channel. Um, Michael Hector does have a mistake in him. For sure, Michael Hector can lose him at some time. But I feel like it's not a matter, again, it's not a matter of being the best in the world. Is
No.
Michael Hector better than what we have right now? And I think the answer is yes. Can Michael Hector play a better role than the guys that we have right now? And I think the answer is yes. And that's why we're championing Michael Hector. Not because Michael Hector is the second coming of Jesus Christ. So don't get it twisted that we're saying that Michael Hector is this showstopper.
People have this notion that Damian Lowe is a red card merchant. And I don't like it. It's because him tackle so hard, people
Yeah,
always believe him attack recklessly. But he does not foul a lot, bro.
yeah.
Damian Lowe does not foul a lot. And Damian Lowe got one red card this campaign. But Damian Lowe don't get don't get red cards like that. Damian Lowe don't get sent off like that. Damian Lowe don't even get cards like that. Like the other day, I was looking at his statistics, and he doesn't even have a lot of yellow cards. You get me? I say, especially when playing for Jamaica. So why people are spew like say Damian Lowe get sent out every other game? And also, Sergio Ramos, one of the greatest defenders of all time. Do you know Sergio Ramos has one of the highest red card counts in the history of football?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's not even close. Sergio Ramos, I think, have over 50 red cards, if I'm not mistaken. Like, how?
And it takes nothing away from him being one of the best ever.
Exactly.
But yeah, Damian Lowe is a hard tackler. But again, he is one of the best Jamaican defenders. What we do? Like, all right, where we go from here? All right, so Kerem, you again. Hector better than Anthony Grant at the 6.
All right, that's a good question. I like that question. That's a question that will make you think, right?
Yeah,
Because Anthony Grant's a natural six, Michael Hector is a centre back. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
However, I'm in this what when I say is Karim, in this if we are play a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3, you get me I say, with one pivot or two pivot or whatever in front
yeah.
of two central defenders, then I believe that Anthony Grant still has a role in this team. However, I destroy a CDM right now based on the fact that we're using three centre backs and two wing backs. I don't necessarily think a destroyer centre back like Anthony Grant is what we need right now. I think this type of centre back that we need is kind of what they might try doing. Devon Williams and Ravel Morrison, a ball playing centre back who can serve as a bridge to the attack. A player who will get the ball from the defense and make a technical turn, make a wide pass, right? Or even as Ravel Morrison will do a darting dribble through the midfield, stuff like that. Anthony Grant just does not possess, just does not possess that quality.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
probably not.
Compared to a Kevin Stewart, who possesses more that quality. Michael Hector in this team, I don't necessarily want him as a six,
Yeah,
but I want him as a centre back. But like as an overall footballer, Michael Hector is a better footballer than Anthony Grant.
right, definitely right now. I can't forget say Anthony Grant, at his prime, coming out of Chelsea and all that. We know. But right now, I'm picking Michael Hector over Anthony Grant. But you make a valid point right there in a Caramiu. And I think as a pure number 6, let's say Anthony Grant is better. But right now, we don't need a pure number 6. Right now, we need if we can get an upgrade on our right side.
You talk about pure number 6. Like, let's not say pure number 6. Let's say a defending number 6. Because you have sixes that I look on decks who play 6. You get me? I say, or we don't even say Busquets. Like Busquets is not Busquets and Casemiro are two different type of sixes. But
True.
Busquets is an OG6 and Casemiro is an OG6. They just
Yeah.
have different roles. You get me? I say, and the role for this team is not necessarily the Casemiro type 6 role. You more want a Busquets type 6 role, if you get what I'm trying to say. You remember somebody who is more skilled and he can help build up play rather than somebody like Anthony Grant who is going to be all over the place and getting stuck in and getting hard tackles and protecting the back 2 or protecting the back 4. In a back 3 or a back 5, they don't need as much protecting.
Right. And he also said, on this discussion, the reason why we're picking his comments is because we have a really good discussion right now about Anthony Grant and Michael Hector. Football is about balance. You can't be too defensive or you can't be too attacking. You have to have balance. And that is the exact reason why Anthony Grant would make my midfield. That is the exact reason, because I then would be playing a back 5 whenever we're defending and having a destroyer central defender.
Yeah.
That is the exact reason why I wouldn't do it. If I'm a back 5, as Mr. People, I feel like we can get away with with 2 ball playing midfielders. Just my opinion on that one. All right, the man a challenger, bro. Actually, Sergio Ramos falls the best player in the Champions League final without getting a red card.
That's what he's trying to say. But that's it. Damian Lowe playing a Gold Cup finals and Damian Lowe never get a Gold Cup red card yet or something like that. They get me. So Damian Lowe get one World Cup qualifying red card. So it's to make it look like Damian Lowe is a red card merchant. Like, that is unfair. That is extremely unfair. Like, the man out here getting red cards left, right, and center. That don't happen. And when I chime in on a debate I see them have about
Which
somebody has said for retired quote unquote old people, and somebody else is saying that these people are needed to impart knowledge on the future. Right? Experience is always needed in a team. Experience is vital in a team. And you can't just retire the man then. Like that not gonna help the situation.
Right.
You can't have an inexperienced back 3 or back 4 and expect them to then go on and do great things. It not happen. You need in every team, you need experience. And I'm not saying token spots. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying players who have experience still have value in the team if they can add value otherwise. Right? So Marapa is still a good defender. In addition to the fact that he has great experience, Marapa should definitely be the team. That's what I say. You know what I say, bro?
And also, may I challenge that a little bit? We need experience in the team, but I also believe that if we can, like say, we don't want 10 players that provide experience. If you get in a 23-man squad, I don't want to fill the team with players over 30 just for the sake of experience. If they can't provide for the team otherwise, and even if they can provide for the team otherwise, you have to think about the future too. So we want to put in say a 3 or 4 or 5 players that are past their prime, but at the same time good enough to make the squad and provide valuable experience for the younger guys, and then fill out the squad with players that are in their prime or on the brink of their prime. So I feel like all right, let's put it this way. I want Jamaica average age, the average age of the Jamaican squad to be say around 27, 26. Just around the prime of the players. So I agree with some of the players that they're talking about to leave them behind.
I disagree with you upon that one there. More my average age be as young as possible, but it not realistic. You get me I say? But me love to see when England I feel them average age 21 and 22-year-old team, bro. And that team is still laden with experience and so on and so forth.
No,
so the younger you can get the team with experience, the better. You get me? Because England can send a team with an average age of 21 and still feel the likes of a Jordan Pickford and a Harry Kane and a Jordan Henderson. You get me? So that's absolutely amazing, the fact that they can do that.
But I thought about this in this Jamaican squad, I look for the team be around 26, 27. I can't say I look for this Jamaican squad be have an average age of 21, 22. We just don't have players good enough at that age. This current crop of players, I feel like the best Jamaican team should be around 26. When we're talking about the Liam Baileys and say Richard King and those players that are still very young in their careers, and then when you add say a Mikel Antonio, you might add a Andre Gray. You might add some 28s and some 29s. Still very good players. The team should be around their prime. And we don't want to put it up for example, I want Mikel Antonio in the team despite his age. But
of course, and age and my opportunity.
But on the same note, bro, we don't want Anthony Grant.
First of all, Anthony Grant is way older than Mikel Antonio. First of all, let's make that very clear. Second of all, if Anthony Grant was the best in that position that Jamaica had to offer, I would still want Anthony Grant during that role. But I just think that Anthony Grant's role is grandfathered in the sense or in the way that Jamaica wants to play football. I don't think Anthony Grant has a spot in our particular team. That's all I'm trying to say. Want to talk to the people them much. I get you.
I agree with that. I'm gonna talk to the people them real quick. Let's get first of all, people. We have 70 people on the live, and on this may I say 28 likes. That can't look good, people. Like up the stream real quick, and if you're not already subscribed to This Side of Sports TV. We have discussions like this all the time. But I'm gonna run through some comments real quick, and talk to them. Let's go. All right, where am I? All right, so carry me again. Make I teach you something about the game. You see, if you don't have someone in the middle of the park to pick someone out of the middle of the park, your team not going nowhere. So I'm read that again. If you don't have someone in the middle of the park to kick someone out of the middle of the park, your team going nowhere. And I agree with that. It depends on how you want to play. Not because you have two ball-playing central midfielders mean that you don't have anyone to kick someone out of the middle of the park. Because as you see how Paul Hall wants to play, Paul Hall plays with 3 at the back, with one of his central midfielders stepping up to the midfield. That is the person who would kick someone out of the middle of the park. Now, if we're going for a 4-2-3-1, we'll be agreeing with you. We need a destroyer in the middle of the field. We're just saying if we have 5 at the back, especially with one stepping up into the midfield, do we really need another destroyer in the midfield? Like what are we playing against? Spain or Costa Rica? You get me I say? All right, next one. Nanalo is old school hard tackling defender, so people love to run them lip. He's a hard tackler. He's a hard tackler. I
saw somebody say, "Oh, yeah, but he made the referee them look 2 and 3 times." The referee them business that if they want to look all 4 or 5 times, who cares? We love a defender who make the referee have to look 2 times. Can that mean it's not disgusting enough? It be a clear foul, but it disgusting enough to rough up the player them and not be a foul. You get me? I love when the referee have to look 2 times. What you mean?
It's a
No,
fine line all the time.
and we as people, bro, yeah, man, when somebody sliding, boom, take everything, the whole crowd rail up. You get a red card, him a idiot. You have to pick a side, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? I love when my defender is aggressive but rational. Tackles hard, but he's not fouling. And Damian Lowe does not foul a lot. And Damian Lowe does not get many cards.
Yeah.
But
All
it
right,
causes
bro.
recency bias, bro. Yeah, what I say?
Watch out. So this is a discussion that we have off camera. I don't know if you want to have it on camera. Let's go with it. King Burke, if Greenwood beats his charge, I'm sure his England career is over. Would you guys take him at Jamaica, knowing what he did?
If you beat him charge, that means I'm innocent by
That
the
not
court.
necessarily means I'm innocent, you know, my boy.
That means that he's not guilty by the court.
Yeah. I think the charges are dropping it. Are being dropped.
Are they being dropped?
Yeah, all right, let's have a discussion now. If he beats the charge and he's innocent, then why wouldn't have him?
No, and he's not guilty. Yeah, and if you beat the
let's
charge
not
and
say
he's
innocent.
not guilty.
Yeah, if he's charged not guilty by the courts of the law.
Yeah, me no bigger than the court at all.
Say the court said the man never do it. Who is me for saying can't play for Jamaica because I'm beat?
I wasn't there. I didn't see.
No, I'm not gonna play naive. I'm not gonna play the devil's advocate here. We heard the tape, but we whatever, right? If it's just a matter of a settling,
it could have been them. It could have been what get them off, bro.
Well,
them shit.
Well, if we see this get settled outside a court, and there's a mutual understanding and some paying off going and some and something, I'm not sure if more Greenwood represent Jamaica, bro. May I be totally honest with you. If that is the case, what you say?
If the courts find him not guilty, bro, then
and if it's a settlement which me kind of I think they read something like that. Say some settlement, something like that. We can double check. But if that is the case, me personally, if you settle out of court, and it kind of, although if you can play for Manchester United, I can't play for Jamaica. But me just don't want somebody.
Yo, as in people settle out of court and them innocent, you know. I just can't bother, you know.
Say yes, unless him guilty, him can play for Jamaica.
Yeah, man, if the gavel bang and them find him guilty of sexual assault, then yeah, Bridget come play football, bro. Me
don't come play football.
No, as long as he's not found guilty.
Right.
Yeah. You get me? I say, I'm not the court, bro. I'm not the court.
All right, so we're not carrying this.
A lot of things, and there's a lot of stuff that people do that you just disagree with. You get me? I said, no human being not perfect. Yeah. Our man live him life. Certain things me not condone still, you know.
Yeah.
Certain things I absolutely don't condone. But if the girl decides say she drop the charges, means it never as serious to she. You get me? I say? Or if she settle, means that she feels that she was aptly compensated for what happens. Then you get me? I say? You cry, you know?
I hear you, bro. I hear you, but I'm just coming from this. I'm not trying to be, no moral police here or nobody that appears to be. Yeah,
No, man, be the moral police, man. If you do it, bro.
No, may I say if him settle? No, it still can be that him do it and settle. I'm not trying to dig and be no police to try and find out if he actually did it, bro. If she want to settle, it's for him, her, and the courts to settle that out. For work with that. Unless the man get charged and him guilty of it, I guess. But if Manchester United welcome him back, some people would say why Jamaica can't welcome him. But here we go. Rob Smith. So he's talking about Damian Lowe. He played well the other night. I'm a big fan, but he needs to stay on his feet more. And I was watching that game, the Inter Miami versus DC United, I think it was. And that was a very good game from Damian Lowe. And, even the commentators were saying, I think it was Ray Hudson there, bro. That man is class. I swear, the man will kill you with metaphors and simile, Bridget. You see me? One at a time, Damian Lowe lose the ball, and the man say, Neville just whisper some Jamaican, some words in his Jamaican, some ears. Me, I said, this man is special. How them get rid of the fair call the MLS, bro? I don't want to see that paycheck. Anyways,
very good at his job.
Yeah, Damian Lowe is a very good defender, bro. One of the best that we have. But I agree, sometimes he needs to stay on his feet more. And even in that game, he definitely needs to stay on his needed to have stayed on his feet some more. I don't know if you watch a game, bro, but it was a good game from him.
Well, I never watched the whole game.
All right. So Kareem Grant. can continue to push the man after him do him time. If him do him time or pay him money, come play. All right, valid point. All right, bro. Personal, but burn them thing there. But never read the comment, we will put it on the screen, but whatever. Let's go. But in our life, as a youth, we do some things that are really stupid. And that's true. We make mistakes as young people. We make and basically
Do you know make them certain mistake I'm gonna make still now?
certain
So
mistakes. Nobody make it.
nobody come generalize me as we. You get me? So me can tell me Joe and Jerome Cargram certain mistake me not gonna make. Me
The
can
man
tell
say
that.
young people, Reggie. The man say young people. Oh God, man.
Me's a
You know,
young
young.
person. Me's a young person. Certain mistake when I make, bro. Can't tell you that straight. But as I say, if the court find him not guilty or him settled, and as such the charges get thrown out, then I'm not nobody to punish him. You get me? I say, man, I got
People
that.
don't feel no way if we not put in the comments on the screen because some of the comments can't go up on the screen. You get me? I say, we know everybody wants to see them coming, but some of them we just can't put them. All right, unseen sports.
Somebody like I said, hey, man, no is no good. Unseen sports.
I'm
Disagree.
not gonna agree with you, bro.
Then him corroborate that by saying he gets away with tackles because VAR was.
That one?
Let me
Yeah.
read it. Because VAR was never. He gets away with his tackles because VAR was for. One's VAR was. Rush, help me now. I'm gonna really get right
All right, he gets away with his tackles because VAR was far once VAR was near. He must say your VAR never had the game yet. That's why Damien Lowe get away with some tackles. Now that VAR is there, you know, them will find him out.
Well, make we see. You know, the sample size still small.
Yeah.
Sample size still small. You can't make them mistakes, bad man. I agree with you, actually. Some mistake you can't make, bro.
True.
And some mistakes are not mistakes, but I am not Jesus, so I can't judge. I say, McLean say, want to act as a CDM. Yo, now we put up that there. Enough respect, Icarus.
We're after there right now, bro. We're after there right now.
As I said, bro, I'm not go down the road there. But
I don't know, no, personally, I don't know. In probably there one club at train. I don't know. I'm not gonna be that guy. We know.
So Grant's kick is very unorthodox. I say that as a qualified coach, he doesn't have the proper technique and more. He has excellent positioning, game reading, and would do well as that's what I'm saying. Grant is not technically the most sound players. And that is why I don't necessarily think he suits the current way we go about playing football. You get me, I say, bro? I don't think he's very technical. I think we have others in the role that are more technical than he is. All right, brother, I'm 26. When I make the mistake there, just the same, but green than 19, brother. I make the justification for money, bro.
Let's say people. Some mistakes
Yo,
are made.
bro, for what? Rush himself from him do the time. You know why I disagree with that? Because if he's found guilty and then sentence him to 2 years, don't feel say after 2 years him can come. Or I'm me a JFF, but don't feel say I can accept him in a 2 years him doing time. Also, him good enough. No, Virgin, you're a convicted sex offender. I don't want to hear. I don't want to play for my team. You get me? I say you just get convicted of doing some things I'm absolutely 100% against. You get me? I say so. I don't believe in the quote unquote a daytime. So come play ball. No, but I'm not the court and I'm not a judge. So if he's not found guilty, then I can judge him as a criminal. You get me? I say. But if he's found guilty, I can look upon him and say, "Oh, you're a criminal, bro." So if you are found guilty, I then have the right to look at you as a convict. However, if you're found not guilty, then who am I? You get me, I say, bro? So I don't agree with the concept of him doing time. So come play for it, or him doing time. So back in a society. No, Virgin, certain things they can't rehabilitate from you. That me believe. I'm not forgiving them with it.
I understand what you say, bro. I agree with that. All right, so I could talk to the people some more.
One to
All right,
Christopher.
all right, that was one I was reading. One to Christopher Pearson as a CDM. I don't think Christopher Pearson is quite ready as yet. And remember, Christopher Pearson is a schoolboy that plays in Jamaica. We
Yeah,
have people
bro.
eligible for Jamaica that plays in fully professional leagues. Why would we be looking at a schoolboy? We have
Facts.
better players.
But the type of CDM that we're moving towards,
Is
I
the
think
Chris?
that's the type of CDM that we would be looking to have. You get me? I said.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
not Christopher Pearson, but the way how the type of player that Christopher Pearson is, like a 6'8" hybrid. I think that's the type of person that we want in the midfield to pair with Rafael Marson. You get me? As I said, Christopher Pearson goes on to improve his game and gets a good contract overseas, then definitely Christopher Pearson. You get me? I said.
all right, yeah.
Good show.
Hear this one. So Rob Smith. Well, we accepted Ravel after his issues. I heard some. I don't know the exact story, but I think Ravel got in some domestic abuse thing.
Yeah.
And I guess we accepted him after that. Not even guess, we accepted him after that. No, you know, this is the thing now. If I go down them road, I still in the car, football water. But since the conversation, I'm not going to do it. Now, there's a culture thing in Jamaica. Whatever people can disagree with me. But
be careful which road they go down in, bro. Remember, say this or that sports TV reputation depend on the line.
no, actually, what me I say, me I talk about the fans of football, right? There's a culture in Jamaica that will say we burn certain things, right? Would the fans be outraged if Jamaica said pick up a Mason Greenwood? Again, bro, now go down the morality road. I don't know what
As I said, had I been more aware of Ravel Marson's misdoing, my reception of Ravel Marson would probably be different. However, seeing that Ravel Marson wasn't on our radar when he did the things that he did, I know who the hell Ravel Marson was, bro. You get me? I said I did not know who Ravel Marson was because Ravel Marson didn't necessarily make his way into English football as he should have based on the talent that he did have. So Ravel Marson was not on my radar. Like I'm pretty sure footballers get into scandals all the time that I don't know about. Ravel Marson would have just been another English footballer who got into a scandal when we just never hear about. You get me? I said Mason Greenwood now is a different matter. Like I see it, I hear it. You get me? I said so. Naturally, my reception of Mason Greenwood is going to be a bit different. That's just all I have to say about that. So it's not to me accept Ravel after an issues. Now I did not accept Ravel after his issues because I was completely unaware of Ravel Marson's issues until probably 7 caps in. Somebody tell me at the stadium Ravel Marson did this, and I was like, Ravel Marson did what? You get me? I did not know. Maybe if I had known, my perception of Ravel Marson would have been different.
And even so, you still don't control who play for Jamaica. But back to the footballer, back to our here we go now. Reggae Boy Essential. This is that Sports TV. I saw the second part of the interview with Half the Brunswick, and I think I lost brain cells. It's painful to hear their arguments. How about them still know? I'm not lie. I'm a G them. Half the Brunswick people go check out them channel real quick. Them do some good content over there, some good youth. But them couldn't win the argument. They're all God people. Remember, now this is that Sports TV them talk to, you know. I don't only about people in debate around when they talk to you know.
No, not only for people, not at all, bro. Nobody no win debate. They say only for people. And nobody no win debate when they might debate against this or that Sports TV.
But undefeated boy people. Remember that good. So go check out that video though. We did a debate. And the mood was Tapa Whitmore did more harm to Jamaican football than good. We were for the mood, so we say yo, Tapa mash up Jamaican football. They must say yo, Tapa help Jamaican football. So I'm going to watch that video there and tell me what you think.
In the second part, bro, the discussion, then they're trying to make some points, but I think both me and you were able to rebut, you get me, I say, and
never connect. But as we say, good channel. I'm a G them. You get me, I say,
go and go check out the as we say, guys, go and go check out the part 2. Like the debates on our channel, but the part 2 were a little discussion. Yo, by the way, bro, OTB drop a video to the virgin. Like, boy, Bobby. No football, Bridget.
Yeah, talk about the Arteta video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I take it in.
Very good video.
Yeah.
People go and go check out OTV. Them drop a video today. Them a breakdown how Arteta stylizing football, how he has been having the boys playing all season, and the way how them man they break it down. Like I think I know something about football. You get me? I said, but the intricate level to which he broke it down, like it was very very good. Guys, go check out the video. OTB. Go and go check out the man channel. Really good channel, top quality. Except when them at the debate we. Then you get
do literally. All right, so see McLean, this or that. I rate low But I'm going to say something explosive. Low is the reason why Jamaica was playing them long balls because he is challenged passing short. That is not true, man. I can't go there on that one day. The reason why Jamaica was playing long ball is because that's a tactic that Tapa was trying to make them play. You get me? I say? We see in a under parallel, the long ball tactic drop severely. We're not trying to do as much long balls. And if you watch Damien Lowe for club, Damien Lowe kick the ball, Bridget. Damien Lowe try pass the ball to central midfielders and I try like that's what so him can do it. And we know he's fully able. I will say it all the time, bro. Damien Lowe is a good passer of the ball. We know that as a fact, innit? So I'm not gonna agree with that one day. The point that you're making though is that he's the reason why Jamaica was playing those long balls. I don't think so. I think the reason is because of the coaching. And Andre Blake was playing those long balls. That might have been a better point because he might be challenged playing the shorter balls. Ethan Pinnock was playing those long balls. Ethan Pinnock can't pass ball. So I think it's just a matter of coaching. All right.
Facts.
All right. So, but Grant said he might go mentor Pearson, so you don't know. Let's see.
As I said, I don't think neither Pearson or Grant should be in the 23, so maybe them can mentor each other somewhere else, but not in the national program. Not right now, at least, in my opinion.
I hear you. After tonight, Pearson not ready for the big leagues. Pearson have somewhere to go, but he's a promising youth, he's a talented youth. I want to see the best for him. But I just think right now we have better for the Jamaican squad. Is it? No, he should be around the program. He definitely should be one of the leaders of that under 20 team. Yeah, may I say, but let's see. So KY, I thought Mr. Speed said he was not one of the coaches of Cavalier, and he was the coach present in the dugout in the last Cavalier. No man, him saying he was a coach.
He's the coach of the Cavaliers team, but him saying he's not the president.
He's not, yeah. So we can maybe I did hear that one there wrong, KY.
Yeah.
All right,
All right. Tapa said on his TV interview he didn't want his D going over the midfield. I don't even know what to make of that. But I assume him say never want the ball if I play over the midfield. You get me? I say, and Tapa can say anything he wants to say. We did an interview with Damien Lowe, and Damien Lowe said that there are myriad reasons why he plays long balls, right? And as I said, bro, I don't think it's his inability to play short passes because Damien is a good passer. I don't think it's his inability to play long passes because Damien is a good passer, but just the circumstances, you get me? I say?
Yeah.
Oh. He wants his defenders going over. Okay. All right.
Yo, you have a word in comment, better Benjamin. No, the people we are doing job right now. No. We are doing job. We are reading the comments. But you have a word in comment a little bit better, my G. The people get that, you know. All right. First of all, people, we have what 80 people on the live right now.
How many likes, bro?
47 likes, brother. I'm not like that, Bridget. As I said, I'm not push some badness still now. I don't know what me do. But I really appreciate if you guys like the video. And if you're not already subscribed, you know, I really, really appreciate that. If you consider doing it. If you like the channel, that's the way you show support to our channel. See it? All right. So we can draw it back now to the Nations League, bro. And because we talk to Damien Lowe about the Nations League in the interview that we did, and he said that this is our World Cup. We're not going to make it to the World Cup, so we have to win this tournament. That's what he said. One of the leaders of the team, and I'm sure that he's not the only one that feels that way about this tournament. A lot of the fans should feel that way, that we should really try, after this tournament. We have no World Cup to prepare for. This is not no, trial tournament. This is where we should see our best team. This is where we should see our coach taking on his second tournament. And Jamaica should go for the title. Don't know if we can win it. I won't be predicting Jamaica to win it. But, what are the leaders of a team so that they're trying to win the competition? What do you say?
As I said, obviously I'm not going to try to win the competition. Realistically, can they win the competition? Yeah, realistic is relative. I think we have the quality to put up two good performances against Mexico, and then in knockout play, anything is possible. So you know, let's just see how we look against Suriname. Suriname is going to be a good challenge. I think we should be able to get 6 points off Suriname, and if we can manage to do that, bro, then who knows? We can possibly build that fight. You get me, I said?
Yeah. Here I'm gonna real quick, bro. I'm gonna put the link to the stream in the comment section. And if people, if you don't want to come on, come have a reason with the car. That's how we're tonight. We have a reason. If you don't want to come on, come talk to about something we say, or we never say tonight, come talk about it. So I'm gonna drop the stream real quick. Go on and talk to them.
All right. So, so the question that I want to ask the people. We spoke to them and now we asked them about the four leaders of the team, right? He said him, Blakey, Max, and Mikel Antonio. And that's been an ongoing conundrum that me and Rush have battled for a long time. Who should really captain this team? Based on what we see from the outside, who who really should don the captain armband? Like people, what do you think? Who do you think should lead the Jamaica team into the Nations League and going forward? And as Mr. Rush just post the link, so hit the link and come on and come give the 2 cents. And people, if you don't feel like you don't want to argue with Joe Moore or Rush, come on and pick a fight. I haven't won an argument in a long time. You get what I say? So come on and pick a fight. But people, who do you think should lead this reggae boy team going
Right.
into?
What Toffee Rudy I say. We can win or do extremely well if Pollard picks the best 23, regardless of where they are bored, and start the best 11 in their position. We should be able to put up a fight. I'm not going to say it's a foregone conclusion that Jamaica, if we put our best team out there, we will win the competition. That's not true.
Can't be a foregone conclusion. That's madness.
Yeah, but I think we can challenge.
Of course.
The best Jamaican team should be able to challenge.
Somebody said Ravel should be the captain.
We're not sure about that, you know. But
I don't
remember,
think,
some things that they've not seen, bro.
I don't think Ravel has the temperament nor the maturity on the pitch to be a very good captain. Yeah, he does not. Ravel Martin is not necessarily a great leader. He's a very good footballer, right? Definitely, skillful ball, as Damien Lowe said, the best ball up on the team, basically. Yeah, Damien Lowe said that. You get me? I say Ravel is the most skillful player on the team. But in terms of his temperament and his maturity, he hasn't shown that on the pitch. Right? Ravel Morrison, he whines, he complains, you get me? I say he nags, and he doesn't really take instruction very well, and he doesn't necessarily give instruction very well. So he's definitely come a long way, but when I talk about in the Douglas, it's very recent. We in the stadium, we see it and we hear it. Yeah, we see it and we hear it. So I don't necessarily.
When it's going well. One thing with Robert Morrison, when it's going well, when the team is playing well, he is good. I wouldn't really hear much of time. But when it's not going well, he's not going to say, "Come on, guys, we can do this." No.
Him cuss and him behave badly. You get me? I say.
Yeah.
So people keep saying Ravel is the captain of the team, and I don't see it. As I said,
bro, we talked to a player in the team.
Yeah. As I said, like we best player is the captain. Disagree with that completely. I can go through and name countless situations, numerous occasions where the best player on the team is not necessarily the captain of the team and should not be the captain of the team. So Ravel Morrison could be our best player. I don't think he's the best player. I think Leon Bailey is the best player. And I think Mikel Antonio is better than Ravel Morrison. But I don't think he is the captain of the team. Someone say my biological issues. That may very well be true, bro. Like, probably not even a joking, probably sick for true. But yeah, temperament-wise, not the greatest leader. As it relates to quality, like leading from the front in terms of the way he plays, when Ravel plays well, he plays well. And his role is one that galvanizes us. His role is one that keeps us going. You get me, I said? I don't think Ravel is better than Liam Bailey.
Some people are shouting Maps in, bro. Some people are saying Maps should be the captain. I know you said that. My rapper should be the captain up to this point, but I don't know if making him the captain right now is the best thing.
No, I don't think we can make my rapper the captain right now. Yeah, man. So I don't think armband from Andre Blake and give it to Matt Simon. That wouldn't be a good idea in my opinion. However, after we all laugh at fam.
The man them diagnosed Rafael Regine.
No, but I don't think they're diagnosing him. I think it's an actual diagnosis. But as I say,
You go and
I'm not,
think.
I'm not a doctor. Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Maps, see that's about maps.
Yeah. I'm saying. Remember, bro. After Donovan Ricketts retired, Adrian Marap was the vice captain at the time. Then Donovan Ricketts retired, and then it was supposed to be Adrian Marapa, and then we hear say Rudolph Austin was the captain. Fine, because Rudolph Austin, fine. Rudolph Austin retired. No, naturally, like Marapa was supposed to be the captain now, and then here say Andre Blake is captain. So I don't get how that work. You get me, I said? But we have somebody who want to come on and give them 2 cents. Iko Reeves.
What's the name real quick?
Yo,
Iko.
welcome to the show.
Alright, so like him, I'm gonna see if we can unmute him. So Icarix, you might mute fam. So if you're here, unmute the mic real quick and let us
Yeah,
hear
night, night. Yeah, night, night.
Greetings, sir.
what you have to say now. What you want to talk about?
But that's why big up the man I say. Like the thing is very professional and thing, we love it. It's so profound and it's not like a no ball game, man.
Yeah, man, enough respect, bro.
It's not like a
Say
no
now,
ball.
what you want? Say
Me
more
ask
about
you
this.
question.
You know, me have to say, this Catalonia friendly, man. How me see it? It's going to be a test. And you don't know. I guess it's going to be a trial and error thing in a sense. Me I go watch you match, yes. I watch you match, yes, and thing, but let's see it goes. I mean, I hope the Nation League as well. I think Pollard can get it.
You have to remember doing on like it was released that the reason for this Catalonia friendly is to see some of the Europe-based players, and if they can make the team, they make the team. It's not necessarily an actual fixture we're going to put out our best team to compete against Catalonia. So what do you think about that? It be like a little trial or a little see who can fit where type of game. What do you think about
Um, is now the time where we can fail. I know we really I try players or look at new players at this time. You take the stats how much new players we introduced in our squad since September.
Valid point. But it is the start of a new regime. A 4-year plan we hear them talk about for the next World Cup. So it will start right now. So maybe they are just trying to do it early rather than it be because I'm assuming that you're saying it's late, but it could be viewed as early for the next World Cup campaign. You understand the message, Omar?
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah, but you have a valid point, bro. And much respect for passing through. Really love when the subscribers interact with us. So big up yourself every time, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, much respect.
All right. So, in the comments, them have the battle. Somebody asked me if make my case about why my issue with the current captain. Other people is saying Ravel. Other people is saying Ravel. Yo, Ravel Morrison is a great talent. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not mistaken the fact that Ravel Morrison is one of, if not, or one of our best players on the team for sure, and should always be in our starting 11 every single time.
Yeah.
However, I just believe that some people say it's been diagnosed. I never read it, so I'm not going to say it. Right? Some people have said that, like people have said it like a fact. However, this or that Sports TV will not assert those statements as we have no proof that it is true. But we just don't believe that based on his temperament, he is suited for the role. So somebody asked why I don't believe that Blakey should be the captain of the team. I just believe that first of all, I always believe that Mariappa, based on the normal line of accession,
Succession.
you know what? No, that's not the word that I was looking for, but I can just use that word. You get me? I can use succession. I use succession that time. Like, I don't want to embarrass myself on a public level. You get me? I say, but I believe Mariappa should have gotten the armband right after Donovan Ricketts. right after Luna fasting. So based on the simple line of succession, as I said, it should have been Mariappa. However, I just don't think Andre Blake demonstrates the assertive leadership tendencies or the ability to lift and galvanize players like I see with other players on the field. Like
Yeah.
I saw Michael Antonio, though not very vocal, based on his actions, based on his attitude, lift players and had them playing better. Leon Bailey, who
Yeah.
is my shout for captain. I think it's time Leon Bailey gets the armband. So, people are saying Mariapa, whatever. I believe Mariapa should be captain right now, but I think going forward, Leon Bailey should be captain of the team. I saw where Leon Bailey, he galvanized the troops. Not only is he of top quality, but he's also very vocal, right? The players listen to Leon Bailey. We've seen that with our own eyes. He obviously knows what he's doing on the football field. With the role that he's been given, he has more of an impact on the game. And and we see him with his positive spirit lift the guys. You get me? And get them playing. So I think Leon Bailey does that better than Andre Blake, which is why I think Leon Bailey should be my captain.
Yeah, I haven't seen much complaining from Liam Bailey being that close to the game. It's always trying to improve somebody or himself, trying to get the guy, lift the guys. So every time I see Liam Bailey talk, it's always to improve the game. So I'm hearing a shout for Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson is a captain.
And Daniel Johnson is a good leader in the team.
Yeah.
However, quality-wise, I don't necessarily think Daniel Johnson is a mainstay in the team. I don't think that Daniel Johnson is a sure pick in the starting 11. And I think a captain have to be a sure pick in the starting 11,
All right, so
he hasn't performed in a Jamaican shirt yet. That's a good point. I'll take that point.
who that? Who?
Somebody's Liam Bailey.
True. And see, Luton Fire said, Liam Bailey get the captain when he shows the Bayern style of play. He's not 100%. He's not 100 all through the campaign. Hey, Liam Bailey versus Bayern Munich is a different beast, man. So I agree. What support from Liam Bailey, and we're seeing a bit more.
Somebody said them say no to Mariappa. Mariappa has demonstrated for the last decade that yo, somebody stinker said I think Taxi can be one. If Taxi is in the team, Taxi is a leader. Of course, Taxi is one of the captains of this team. Kemar Lyons is one of the captains of this team. However, Kemar Lyons is not stuck in to the starting 11 first and foremost. And I just don't think Kemar Lyons is as vocal and as galvanizing as the other names that we just mentioned. But yeah, so him say, why is so sure Bailey is a sure pick? As in, Bailey is my pick, not a sure pick. I would give Leon Bailey the captain. When you invest in a stock and you just hope it grows, so you can get benefits from it. That would be me investing in the Leon Bailey stock. I think Leon Bailey will go on to be. I think Leon Bailey has the ability to go on to be one of the greatest reggae boys ever. I think Leon Bailey is the best player right now on the team. And he has proven to me that he's a very good leader. So I would, quote unquote, invest in that stock, and give Leon Bailey the captain armband. And I think it would even lift his game to another level. That's why.
We see where, even though he's not the captain, again, guys, we are in the stadium, we're close to the game. So we see and we hear a lot of things. We see where Liam Bailey is taking up that leadership role. We see it. Of the outfield players, it's him, Damian, and of the last window, it's him and Damian Lowe. Me really say, I lead the players outside of Andre Blake. I even more than Andre Blake a lot of the time.
Of course.
You get me?
And Maps when he's on the field.
Right.
Maps is not loud, but Maps is a true leader, And
one thing I saw
goes as Maps goes.
I don't know if you miss it. One thing I saw when Richard King gave away the ball one at a time, I saw Andre Gray, call Maps and say, "Yo, talk to Richard King, tell him stop giving the ball." You didn't see that?
Man is trying to make people in a World Cup qualifier. What is he doing? Yeah, you get me? I say,
Maps, tell him stop.
Yo, talk to him.
Yeah. So we know who them look to as the leaders, because Andre Gray could have just say, "Yo, Richard King, stop your foolishness," but he must say, "All right, Mariappa have more respect than me, right?" So he must clearly one of the leaders of the team. Yo, Maps, deal with that. So love that. A lot of the people not really go with the Bailey thing. I agree. I feel like Liam Bailey should be one of the teams. I'm gonna say it now video a long time ago. And Liam Bailey, me not give Liam Bailey the captain armband. It's just that taking it off Andre Blake would be a hard thing to do.
Yeah, right now, because Andre Blake is not that bad where you have to strip him from the armband. Wait till you hope him tell the fans to F off, right?
Yeah. Andre Blake.
You get the reference, bro? Yeah.
100%, bro. Andre Blake is our captain. Andre Blake is our captain. Andre Blake is leading us. So what we're calling for is Andre Blake to be better.
Yeah.
That's his task at the moment. We're just having a discussion right now on who the people think should be the captain. And we say Liam Bailey.
Yeah, because...
And then right behind Liam Bailey, we got Damien Lowe. But now I got Maps just because of where he's right now. But to this point, Maps should definitely be the captain.
Yeah, I don't see how Maps isn't the captain right now. Yeah, I think now should be the time when Adrian Maripa is probably looking like, all right, I'm moving on. Let me take off the armband too. Yeah, even if Maps is not starting, for sure, how him should have been a long-standing captain. It should have been when Maps come onto the field as a substitute. Whoever have the armband, take it off and get Adrian Maripa. Like Maripa should have been our captain. You get me? So I never understood how the captains reach right now. But you know them say Maps is an Englishman, and you know the what you call it? Xenophobia in our program.
We not say that, is it me? We not say that.
Definitely not. Yeah, somebody say Bailey. I think Bailey. Somebody say Real Baller say he's never been a fan of a forward captain in the team. Him say goalkeeper and defender. And I know why I'm disagree with that? Because at the end of the day, the goalkeeper see the field, right? Whether the goalkeeper is the captain or not, it's the goalkeeper's job to say, whoever the 6 is, drop off. Whoever your winger is, press. You get me? I say, come back. That's still the goalkeeper's job. You get me? I say, bro? So, not because him have the armband mean that's any more of his job. No, with the captains, what this mean now, you get to talk to the referee. You get me? I say, you have to be more of a galvanizer on the team. I don't think captain itself is per se, you see the football game so you can put people in them position. That is one of the roles of a goalkeeper. In addition to blocking shots, that is also your job. For call off your 6. You get me? I say, for tell forward for press. For call
and if you're not talk as a goalkeeper, people will look at you and say, you're weird. So talking as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, but
Brian, where you going? Drive by the stream. Real quick.
Yeah, man, Brian, we gotta get to you, Brian. We gotta get to you. We just don't want to finish my point. But yeah, that's why I say, so not because you can see the field means you have to be the captain. Because seeing the field and saying, Ravel, drop off, or Javian, tuck. You get me? I say, Andre Gray, press. That's just as much a goalkeeper's job as it is saving the goal. Right? So that have nothing to do with the armband now. The armband now is a man being like, guys, we're not losing today. Come, let's go. You get me? I said, go put your hand on Daniel Green as you saw. All you have to do is take the man they do. You got this. This is your thing. I'm building off I see the whole game because we not expect the captain for X's and O's on the field.
And a coach, yeah.
You get me? I said that is the goalkeeper's job, regardless of whether or not he's the captain. So when people say, forward shouldn't be captain, I never ever agree with that one, to be honest.
Yeah. So, is this Duckland stand up? I don't want to butcher your name, bro. It could be Duckland. What I see is a player that has been injured for most of the campaign and failed to deliver when he is on the field. Lot of potential, though. I assume he's talking about Liam Bailey.
Yeah, see Brian forward back in it.
Most better selective for a captain position.
Oh, boy.
I want to let me for your 6, Virgin. Oh, vet them people before them come. and the man slick too,
Wait until add him, then turn. Bro, literally like them people forgot prisoner, bro.
Jaja,
like whoever the hell that was, what is your problem? Like we all laugh, but it's not even funny. What is your problem? We don't say you're still a hero with us right now. You're still
people, we apologize. So we apologize. Man saying that was joke thing, Virgin. People, I apologize for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that as we say, Rush, no, but the thing is, The thing is, sometimes people come and them now get turn on them camera. So when they don't have on them camera in the backstage of the studio, we just have to assume so them now get turn on them camera like how Iko come on and he didn't turn on his camera. You get me, I say? But
All right.
I know say people forgive us and we move, we
Yeah,
continue.
that will be cut out of the posted version, the watch back. So don't worry about it. People, we apologize again. If any kids watching, we apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this comment, maybe if Bailey was the captain, it would give him more responsibility. But valid point.
Somebody said I don't see a natural captain. To be honest, bro, from what I've seen, Mikel Antonio is a good captain. And Damian Lowe is a very good leader, you know. But natural captains, Maps, I think, is the most natural captain. I would say people, this kind of weird to it. So we kind of recover from whatever
Yeah.
the hell that was. All right, so our captains would always be injured. They must have Liam.
That was Liam Bailey, yeah. Listen, Liam Bailey had a rough season. I'm not gonna say, oh, right now Liam Bailey is already an injury-prone player. He just had a bad season. He played over half of the Premier League season, and yeah, hopefully next season can fit and have a good run. Maybe them can manage in games a little bit better. And yeah, anybody trying to join the stream, just make sure that your camera is turned on before we was in. If not, hush my boy, we can't make one more of them mistake there tonight.
Yeah, so you can turn on your camera.
I'll make it be black. All right. So here's a point, bro. Here's a point that a lot of people have been saying. Leon has been a flop. No need to sugarcoat it. I wouldn't say Liam Bailey has been a flop. We expected more. We want to see more from Liam Bailey. But I definitely would say Liam Bailey has been a flop. What you say to that, bro?
Channel star. You know me there, I think, well, bro, sorry, we're not even on focus. How do we then vet the people that come on? Right now, I'm traumatized, bro. People, give us more ideas as how to vet people coming on.
A solid idea that you turn on the camera from. Even if you ever put your hand over your camera and make it be black, turn it on. Because Jaja, I let me for your 6 virgin. But yeah, the man that say oh, Liam Bailey is a flop so far from.
For what? For Jamaica?
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say, yo, he's not lived up to expectations. And he's only really given us a good performance in the last time that he played. So I wouldn't necessarily say flop, but not been great. You know, definitely could be better. And I think based on what we recently saw, he was on the road to becoming better. You get me, bro?
Yeah.
For sure.
If I understand, a lot of the time, even over this qualifying campaign and over this year, Liam Bailey has been playing. He's been in, he's been out. You know, he's here this window. Then him come back while he's not on form, just come back from injury. Never run a games yet. Come and play for Jamaica. We didn't even get I know when I get an unformed Liam Bailey. I'll know, due to these injuries. So, I'm not going to say him flop. Yes, we want more. Yes, we expect more. But I'm not going to say him flop just yet. You see it? And Liam Bailey didn't have 20 caps for Jamaica yet. Give him some time.
No. Yeah. And as I said, bro, I think he was headed in the right direction. Recently, he was headed in the right direction.
A man say, I hope, but I'm not watching here. The man say Bailey is a flop. You know, I feel like we did well challenging that. And I don't think most people think Liam Bailey is a flop either.
Yeah. As I said, I don't think he's a flop. He's not lived up to expectation, but he's definitely headed in the right direction. And I do hold fast to my belief that Liam Bailey is the best Jamaican player. Somebody said Ethan Pinnock. That's a great shout. Ethan Pinnock is a very good shout. As I say, Rafael Morrison, I genuinely do believe that Leon is that guy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
A man say, man couldn't play. So Ikorik said, man couldn't play in Tapa system.
That's literally what we've been saying.
Yeah, bro. Liam Bailey been getting the ball in the air. And I'm not talking about in behind nobody. I'm talking about a direct ball play to his head. You know, they're expecting to do that, but that's what he's feeling, man.
As though he's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's not going to happen, and it will never happen.
Yeah.
All right, the match versus Costa Rica is one I want to keep it that too.
Not to pass the ball. Jimmy pass the keeper and lose the goal.
Why am I feel like you gonna do the exact same thing in a Aston Villa shirt?
Yeah. Liam Bailey is that type of player. And
That
that
is
is something that
the
we see
exact
already.
same thing. Yeah.
Liam Bailey shift keeper and kick the ball and goal, Bridget. Go around
Cause
keep.
we were like just hit it with the left far post, bro. You get me? I said, but we spoke to Craig Butler about it, and Craig Butler said, that's something that they teach. You get me? I said, somebody said Ethan Pinnock don't even have 5 caps. Best players as stretch. No, Ethan Pinnock is a top level Premier League mid-table team. You get me? I said mid-table defender. A couple times well player of the week type defender. Even if Ethan Pinnock never make a cap for Jamaica, he'd still be one of the best available players for Jamaica. You get me? I said, bro, like, come on. Had Messi not play any football for Argentina any at all, wouldn't he still be the best Argentinian footballer?
Yeah.
That is why Ethan Pinnock is one of the best Jamaican footballers. Because he's a Jamaican footballer and his quality is far superior to anybody else that plays in Jamaica.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a two-way argument because the best available player is not always the best international. If you know what I'm saying. Like when you come and play for Jamaica, you may not be the best when you play for Jamaica. You may not show that. Because you have a thing named, what them call it? Like say you have reggae boy of the year. You get me I say? That is not necessarily the best. Like for example, who would be the reggae boy of the year this year? It would not be Liam Bailey, but Liam Bailey is the best available Jamaican player. If you get me.
Yeah.
So maybe you must say, yo, him not play 5 caps yet, him can't be the reggae boy or the best reggae.
Yeah, that's why I say he wouldn't be in the argument to be one of the best reggae boys. Like him in a Maps class and Andre Blake class and Damian Lowe class. Hell no, you get me I say? But as a better player, he's better than all those players that I just listed.
Yeah.
Yes, without a doubt. So he's the Jamaican player with the highest quality. Then let's say that.
Leon having a hard time adjusting to Villa's style of play. I'm not so sure about that, bro. I'm not hear like Gerard get asked the question about Liam Bailey. He never mentioned say Liam Bailey is a slouch. He never mentioned say he must struggle at that. I just honestly feel like Liam Bailey just unlucky right now, bro. Yeah, man, saying hopefully he can get a better run next season.
Yeah.
And the truth is, in the Premier League, brother, you can't afford to be a slouch unless you who hear about being a slouch and get away. Eden Hazard, somebody where they would say you're on a train. When Hazard come a train and him laces untied, he may run up and down in a train. Like, but them know say your Sunday and Saturday time a problem for teams. That's the only way you can get away with that. And Liam Bailey is no Eden Hazard. So in the Premier League, I don't think you can get away with, not training well but people do take time to adjust. And to be honest, when Liam Bailey is fit, he gets a good amount of playing time.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to think that he has adjusted to England, but he's just been unlucky.
Unlucky, mate.
Yeah. All right. So, see McLean. Watch Bailey for 3 years in Germany. The football in England is going to check his physical foundation. True. We know that. Luton Fire say, yo, Ravel is the best available, not Bailey. And a lot of people agree with that. In fact, Damian Lowe said that. So the best Jamaican player.
Damian Lowe said that. You get me? So at the end of the day, we're all entitled to our own opinions, and I believe that it's Liam Bailey. But if you say Ravel Morrison, I'm not saying it's a ludicrous shout. Neither am I saying that you're alone, because a lot of people seem to agree with that sentiment. And I do believe that Ravel Morrison is a top player. I just believe that Liam Bailey is better. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Baller, stop the excuse. All right. All right. Ravel is class when he said he's in the game. That may I say, and I have seen it. When the game is going well, Ravel is well. And Ravel is doing well. As soon as, things go wrong. He's not, let's say he's just not the best teammate when things is going wrong. He's not the best. You get me, I say. All right. Look at Louise at Liverpool, fit in right away. Oh, so Luton Fire say, stop make excuse for Liam Bailey about adjusting and not. To England in time. That's a good shot. Yeah, but the thing is, some people are just faster than some. I don't think it's an adjusting problem with Liam Bailey. I just think he's unlucky. So you also don't make excuse for him with some of the people in the comment. I'm not making an excuse for Liam Bailey, but not just it. Because I just think he's just been unlucky. All right. Sir Alex Ferguson says Ravel can be one of the best players ever. Can see it. All right, so Gerard using a 4-3-1-2, the width coming from wide wing box. The system Gerard is currently using is not beneficial to Leon. Okay, it's not beneficial to Leon. Actually, I disagree with that. I've been watching some Aston Villa games, and I realize you see how Jamaica play with like half forward or half wingers. Gerard do a similar thing. So whenever Aston Villa attack, you realize that the wingers, whoever is playing at the time, will oftentimes be in the box a lot, almost like they're playing a forward role or a supporting striker. So you would realize that Liam Bailey got closer to the goal more recently when he was playing. Even in that last game he was playing, he was very close to the goal. He wasn't playing a touchline rubbing winger. You see me? So, man, Liam Bailey a baller. I just feel like he's just been unlucky, people. All right, a name that's coming up right now is Maggie. In the same way Maggie get a move. I'd love to see that. All right, so Luton Fire, I'm going to challenge you. Luis Diaz plays in a better team. This is true. Run through some more comments, people, and then if anybody else wants to join the stream, and then we'll wrap it up real quick. Easy.
All right.
You're not afraid to people join, Bridget. What's your matter, you know? We'll call the therapist when we're done, Bridget. All right, see McLean. Talk to me, young coaches. What 23 to 27-year-old can we bring in? People,
Do you mean bringing internationally or just from the pool? Like, be more specific, McLean. Because I think generally, bro, as I said, I'm not bad like Chatterock and Simon Preston to find out about these players and them grandparents, and you get me, I say them find out the information and tell us, and that's how I know. So as it relates to people who aren't in the pool, who like have Jamaican heritage or whatever, I don't know much about that. You get me, I say. But from what I know of the pool that we have, we want to see the likes of them. I agree that would be lovely. An individual like Max Arons or Ben Johnson, so on and so forth. If those guys are willing to come and play for Jamaica, then I'd be ecstatic. Mason Holgate is one that, he's a good defender, and I think he would bolster our team. You get me, I say?
Yeah.
Tennessee asked what we think of the under-20 team.
I want to stay in competition first, because they're still, to be honest, the under-20 team still, is not the finished article yet. So I'm going to judge them at this point. I know they're playing some friendlies and being in camp and trials and all that. So I'm now make a judgment on them yet until the competition. In the competition, I will see them get tested by people of their age group, and then we can make a better judgment. You think that's fair?
I don't think we have the best available. So I'm not sure if they're still going to add before the competition. I don't know. But I don't think we have the best available. You take a run with Joel and see what you must say? Take a gamble.
No, Joel can't get added from. Joel said device not connected. People, see what we do. So, and the reason we are reasoning, people, this is a relaxed show. Today or Sunday night, like, we always just come here for talk to them. But like, we're bridging them.
Somebody said Omar Hutchinson. Would love that.
Love to see Omar Hutchinson. All right, are we that still no, bro? Anything else you want to say to the people before we cut?
Vassal Maggie, can these guys reach the level? As I say, only time will tell. I don't think they're at the level right now, but only time will tell,
Yeah.
Latibody, as I said, somebody that I've been hearing about, don't know much about him, need to do more research. But anybody who is of Jamaican descent, give them a passport and expand the pool. You get me, I say? Make Paul Hall job hard.
Yeah.
Louis Deron, better player. Yeah. Let me chime in on that debate. And they were comparing Diaz's impact to Liverpool as compared to Liam Bailey's impact to Aston Villa. First of all, let's not get this mistaken. Luis Diaz is a better footballer than Liam Bailey. Let's not get it misconstrued. First of all, second of all, Luis Diaz was incorporated into a well-greased, well-oiled machine that there was already an established system in which he fit perfect, and all he had to do was just come and do what he does. As compared to Leon, who came to an Aston Villa in turmoil, who who
Just lost their best player.
yeah, right, and then switch coaches because they were underperforming. Then they had to revamp, play with a new system, so on and so forth. So the circumstances differ. You can't compare Liverpool to Aston Villa. You can't compare Luis Diaz to Liam Bailey. You just can't compare the situations. You get me, I say?
Yeah.
And then I think the last comment, because we're gonna wrap up now, people. I think Leon will learn from Coutinho, and right now, Gerrard believes strongly in Bailey. He even played him full time over Coutinho, so we can see Bailey and Coutinho. Exactly, like we can see. We based on Gerrard's reception of him or what, because these coaches in the Premier League, they do not care. Like them will park you. Like we see it in many different teams on various occasions. Them will park you. You get me? I say. So Liam Bailey is obviously putting in the work to allow Gerrard to keep having faith in him. So hopefully next season we can see him get 25 to 35 games, good healthy football, and I think we'll see immense growth.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, so anything else you have to say, bro?
Yeah, but just want to say big up to the people, bro. We had a good crowd tonight. Went up to 90 and almost 100.
100.
I think it did go to
Yeah.
100. So big up to the people. Like the stream before you even leave, people. You see me? Again, some of the content that we recently did.
We did
Interview
a video,
Daniel
we did a
Bro.
video talking about how we feel about the Catalonia fixture and
Yeah.
who we'd like to see. You get
Yeah.
me, I said? So go and go check out that video, the people, and like, share, subscribe. You get me, I said? The
Yeah.
only way to leave the stream is by either liking or subscribing to the stream. That's the only way to leave.
There we go. Big shout outs to man like Tennessee, Burp, C. McLean, Luton Fire. I actually think that is the actual artist, Luton Fire, by the way. Tennessee Lewis, you know the thing go. Carry me, people passing through. I have to give them shout out and big them up. Big supporters of the channel. People, are we that? This was Decided Sports TV.
And we're out. Enough respect and love, people.